Minister, I would like to thank you for your presence here in the Senate today. Minister, I'm from British Columbia and I live on the North Shore where I enjoy my beautiful province and its attributes, as do all British Columbians. We British Columbians are worried as to what will happen to our province and our lakes. More importantly, British Columbians are concerned about the heritage that we will leave to our grandchildren. Last week, as you know, and we all know, that the leader of the Green Party of Canada and the Member of Parliament, Elizabeth May, was arrested in Burnaby, and on Friday at a Trans Mountain pipeline protest. And as she was led away, she put some questions about why she was protesting. I have had many people from British Columbia call me and say, get an answer from the government of the questions she was asking, and I'm fortunate that you are here today. So these are the questions she asked, and I would like to supply the answer of what the government has to say to her concerns. And I have put my questions in front of you so that you would have them right first. First, she asked why the crude bitumen has to be transported and not refined in Alberta, as it will save hundreds of lakes. Secondly, she believes that the permits that were issued to Kinder Morgan did not represent a proper process. She said the permits that were issued to Kinder Morgan does not respect the rights of interveners nor the rights of Indigenous peoples on these territories. She said the commitment to build a pipeline in 2018 while we are in climate crisis is a crime against future generations. Minister, I have one question. How do we respond to Elizabeth May's concerns? But more importantly, how do we tell British Columbians that the pipeline is for our benefit as well?
Mr. Carr.
Well, it's to the benefit of all Canadians, including British Columbians, for the reasons that I suggested. Perhaps the senator knows that diluted bitumen has been running through that pipe for 30 years, and that pipeline was built in 1953. Perhaps the senator knows that all of this talk about increased traffic in the Burrard Inlet, there are people who like to say that it's an increase of 700%. That's right, from 5 a month to 35 a month. One a day. An increase of one tanker a day. One double-hulled tanker. In the safety of escorts, in a world-class regime that reflects $1.5 billion of investment into our coastlines, not only the British Columbia coastline, but all of our coastlines. And it's very important for me to emphasize, and I'm glad I have the chance to emphasize it in front of the senators today, that there is no conversation possible in Canada or anywhere else in the world anymore about developing resources without attention paid to environmental stewardship at the highest levels, and may I also add, without meaningful consultation with Indigenous peoples. We believe that those are the three pillars of a successful policy for Canada. We believe we're following all three. What else did you want me to say about Elizabeth May? Is that enough? Okay.
Federal.